Hello dear students, welcome back again to Chinmoy's YouTube channel. So I have already posted the questionnaire pattern of two lessons, that is reproduction in plants and in reproduction in humans. So I think you have already gone through those two episodes where I have given the format of which type of questions you'll be getting in your midterm or your first term exam. So let us start with today's new session of ecosystem and important questions on ecosystem. So this is a full one video in which everything in ecosystem I've almost discussed. So it will be a quick revision for you all. So let us start today's episode without any further delay. Now the first questionnaire pattern is on fill in the blanks. So let us start with the fill in the gaps, and if you are having if you have made any separate answer book for this, please write the questions, note down the answers, and just try to recall and recapitulate with what I am teaching again. So dash are the carnivores that feed on dead animals. So what are the carnivores which are feeding on the dead animals? Just you think for a while, then we will be writing the answers. So the next one is dash eat both plants and animals. So what are eating both plants and animals? So the both plants and animals we are who all are eating? Can you just recall? Think once. So the thing which are depending on the dead animals, who are feeding on the dead animals are called the decomposers. So decomposers are feeding on the dead animals, and dash are eating both plants and animals, that is omnivores are eating both plants and animals. Now next comes an interaction in which one organism captures and eats another organism. So this process is called, what is this process called? This process is called the predation. So this process is called predation, and green plants which make their own food are called autotrophs. These are very easy questions. Temperature, light, air and water are the biotic or abiotic components. So the biotic components are all living components. So these all will be the abiotic components of the environment, abiotic components of the environment. And plants, animals, microorganisms constitute the biotic component of the environment. So all the living things which are there in the environment are the living components, that is the biotic, and the abiotic are the non-living components of the environment are the abiotic component. Is it clear? Now let us move on to the next one. Now living organisms which cannot make their own food, that is they are dependent on the others for food, like we are the living organisms which we depend on others for their other foods. So we can say that we are the heterotrophs. Now the term ecology was first used by a German scientist whose name was Ernest Haeckel. So he was the German scientist who termed this first term ecology was invented by him only. So parasites that live outside the host body, the parasites that are living outside the host body, that is called the ectoparasite. Parasites living outside the host body are ectoparasite, and within the human body or within any other body are called endo. Endo means within and ecto means outside. Human beings and cockroaches are omnivores. Why they are omnivores? Because they are feeding on both plants and animals. Now dash are also called nature scavengers. Who are also called nature scavengers? Decomposers are also called nature scavengers. The process of eating and being eaten is called, now next one, this one is called the food chain. The process of being eaten and eating is called the food chain. The process of eating and being eaten is called the food chain. Now several food chains are interconnected to form what? So many food chains, they are interconnected to form a food web. Is it clear to all? Now let us move on to the next one. Now here comes another set of fill in the blanks questions. So here we can see the first question, what is it? So dash is a close long-term relationship between the two organisms in which both are interacting molecules. They both are benefiting from each other. So what is it called? It is called symbiosis. Okay, so it is called symbiosis. Now dash is an example of plant parasite. So an example of plant parasite is Cuscuta. Now the ecosystem is broadly divided into two types. So what are the two main types of ecosystem? One, we can say that a natural ecosystem, and the second one we can say that is the artificial ecosystem. So two types of ecosystem which are broadly divided, natural and artificial. Now the next one is dash as a relationship where an organism lives on other organism and derives food from the host. So this is called the parasitism. So we can say that this is parasitism. Now the next one, the study of interaction between the living organisms and their environment is called the ecology. So these are almost all the questions, types of questions and fill in the blanks I have covered. So let us see what is there in the next one. So after fill in the blanks, we can get this type of pattern also, that is differentiate between. So differentiate between few important things I have taken here, that is differentiate between environment and ecosystem, between producers and consumers, between consumers and decomposers, and food chain and food web. So these are the important four things I have taken. Other than that, you can get any other thing also. You can get the differentiate between symbiosis and parasitism. Okay, you can get the difference between symbiosis and parasitism. So this also you can get the importance. So you can differentiate between, you can write the definition of the two and you can write the example of each. So each example you can write. So symbiosis and parasitism is also a type of difference you can get. You can get the difference between the artificial ecosystem and natural ecosystem. So that is also a differentiation. You can get natural and artificial ecosystem. So there are many probability, right? So you can get differences on many. So I'm just jotting down a questionnaire pattern which types you can get. So you can also get the difference between parasitism and predation, or symbiosis and predation. So there is a probability of many questions, but these are the main things you will be getting this pattern. Like first you will get fill in the gaps, then you will get differentiate between, then you can get true or false and correct the false answer, then you can get find the odd one out, like that. So now you can get define the following, like define the following: ecosystem, food web, food chain, trophic level, symbiosis, parasitism, predation. So these all are very important. Like these are define the following. So these all you can get, like define the following, and then you will get to know the next pattern, right? So you need to practice each and everything, definitions and what we can say, that differentiate between all with examples. So practice each and every one with examples. Now next comes the answer the following. Like this question pattern is answer the following in short, answer the following in detail, and find the odd one out. So this is all about this ecosystem. So mainly these type of questions only you'll get in ecosystem. You will not get any as such any diagram to draw, but you can certainly you can practice the diagram of several trophic levels and that food pyramid, where the flow of energy from one trophic level to another has been described in your textbook, as well as where I have taught you ecosystem. There also I have taught you that the flow of energy in ecosystem. So that pyramid where we are showing the flow of energy in ecosystem from one trophic level to another, where we have placed the producers, consumers and decomposers. So that pyramid you can practice a lot for this in this questionnaire pattern. So please do subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like and share my videos. And if you want to get to know more about this questionnaire pattern, as well as what I am teaching as per the ICSE curriculum for 8th standard, stay tuned, stay updated with all my lessons. Thank you.